Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
I can hear you! I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
When you think back to September 11th, 2001, the attacks were so devastating. But I think more so, America as a nation was rocked emotionally. For the first time since World War II, we felt vulnerable inside our own borders. And everybody knew instantly that we were a nation at war. And I think that was a lot of the motivation behind this whole generation of warriors that stepped forward to serve our country.
Bridge, unless I'm there touching you, counting you the cost.
In Massachusetts alone, we've had over 50,000 young men and women volunteer to serve our country. Like so many generations before them, dating all the way back to 1775, the Minutemen, right here in the city of Boston. This generation represents an unbroken lineage of valor.
Go down in line with the Ivy line and go left. Fire!
Imagine leaving the peace and security of your own family, kissing your loved ones goodbye, trading the safety and security of America to go pursue our nation's enemies, to keep that war overseas. Imagine finding yourself in frozen mountain passes or in the blazing hot desert, sometimes the heat reaching 120 degrees, working through house-to-house combat. These sons and daughters of Massachusetts volunteered to serve in the most hostile areas in the world. Of the tens of thousands of Massachusetts residents who have served their country in uniform since the attacks of September 11th, 183 of them did not come home.
Yeah, I remember that knock so well. It was 9:45, sitting on the sofa, and the doorbell rang.
My first thought was, this isn't real. He was injured. You're not going to tell me what you're here to tell me. I just need that sacred place. Just to have just something to remember Bill by.
We don't want any of them forgotten. And so we owe them at least the honor of keeping their memory alive.
When you walk by a war memorial, you might see what seems like a distant date in some distant battlefield. But to the Gold Star family members, it's not distant at all. To them, every day is Memorial Day. For the fallen, it means I gave you survivors, and you the protected, a gift that I could only give once. I gave you all of my dreams so you could pursue yours. I gave you all of my tomorrows. To whom much is given, much is expected. We have a duty to memorialize our fallen heroes. We have a duty to care for their families and care for the veterans who served alongside them. And that's just what we're doing at Mass Fallen Heroes. It's been said, poor is the nation that has no heroes. Shameful is the nation that having them forgets. We can never forget our fallen heroes. We can never forget the sacrifices they made and the enduring sacrifices being made every day by their surviving families. On behalf of the board and staff at Mass Fallen Heroes, thank you for helping us honor our fallen.